defined by Amy Marin on verywellmind.com, a cult is an organized group whose purpose is to dominate cult members through psychological manipulation and pressure strategies. The same article further illustrates traits of cults and their members, such as authoritarianism, zero tolerance for questions or talking back, believing the cult leader no matter what, believing that everyone outside your group is wrong or has no real reason to criticize you, and last but certainly not least, thirsting for validation and mistreating those who don't have it. We'll come back to the article later, but let's jump right into the main point of discussion. LowTierGod, also known as LTG, Dalawan Sparrow, or his true name, Dale Emmanuel Wilson, is one of the most infamous streamers on the internet today. I have videos all about his antics on this channel, and there's a lot coming out against him recently, so you most likely already know all the key details. But he didn't get there all by himself, no. He does this all on the platform Twitch, where he amassed a heavily dedicated viewer base of two differing sides. One side is filled with trolls, restreamers, and people who just dislike him in general. But there's the people who directly support him, aka his true fans, if you may. His Twitch community, also known as the Covenant. The Covenant ticks every box I previously mentioned about cults. They praise him endlessly and even adopt his lingo in normal text conversation, both on and off stream. Alternatively, they believe him in a heartbeat no matter what controversy he goes through, sometimes ignoring the other side's argument entirely. They do anything to please him, ranging from writing fake articles, harassing anyone who speaks out against him, and the more extreme ones will even wish death upon you. He's a video game streamer, primarily for those centered around fighting, so you could imagine Dale is somewhat good at them, right? This video isn't an analysis of his skills, but when he has people purposefully hold back and even lose against him, which is referred to as sandbagging, it really puts his ability into question. Deep in their core, they are snakes. If one Covenant member gets banned for whatever reason, not a single one of them will vouch for that person. On a drop of a dime, they will turn their backs on you. I mean, shit. Look at the branding. Covenant? Covenant cloak? It's so ridiculous you wouldn't believe any of it at first, but this is a genuine problem occurring all on Twitch.tv. As far as I observed, there are two main types of Covenant members. I'd say a vast majority of them are minors, ranging from the ages of 12 to 17. 12 probably isn't the youngest, but it's a good range. Anyway, a cult leader, in this case LTG, is seen as a role model, a corrupt one at least. Maybe a father figure to those who are lacking a parent or parents, but it'd be unreasonable to say that every single one of them are fatherless. Maybe some of them have bad parents. Maybe some of them have good parents that they take for granted. Because trust me, if you actually have good parents and you listen to them, you would not be in this man's chat unless it was to make fun of him. This Covenant branch is the easiest to control because when you're young, you'll pretty much always listen to what your idol says. Passive aggressiveness aside, Type 2 is consisted of people who already made up their minds about their beliefs and are supporters of LTG because he reaffirms said ideas. Although kids can make up their minds and stick with something even once they become an adult, they also have the biggest potential to grow out of the toxic mindset LTG gives them. This category is mainly filled with people who are already grown up, so there is little to no chance of convincing them to stop supporting him, regardless of the bombshells that have dropped these past couple of years. Dale Wilson is a racist, misogynistic, hatred-filled, and overall disgusting child predator that doesn't deserve a platform anywhere, let alone Twitch. But Type 2 Covenant members don't care because they fit in one or more of those labels I just gave LTG. They are just as pathetic. But where does Dale get these people from in the first place? Using his botted viewers, he makes you more imposed to click on his stream. After all, a video with 1,000 views is more appealing than a video with 1. Or, more likely, you've already heard of him through rage clips. A young and/or impressionable fan tunes in and sees him giving advice from time to time, that or flaunting his achievements. Fake achievements, of course, but the casual viewer is not gonna know that. The impressionable person is encapsulated by what they see, starting to put him on some sort of pedestal. Especially when sometimes, believe it or not, Dale is actually capable of being correct with his takes. Even if it's only 1 time out of 10, some people view that 1 out of 10 ratio as a 10 out of 10. And those are the people Dale manages to fish in. On the internet, there will always be a concentration of people that side with you no matter what. You can be a bone desktop matrix juice collector, and a community of that could be somewhere if you look hard enough. But besides kids and weirdos, LTG goes out of his way to appeal to the red pill audience, further strengthening his misogyny and other disgusting traits. And let us be honest, some people may only just be there for the goofy moments, especially for when he rogs out and bans somebody.
Oh, you so like Rocks, I make the snap, Rocks rips off his clothing, flops out his BBC Junior, on the fucking right ass cheek on the left, while all my covenant cloaks hold you down, and he just forcefully fucks and chokes you. And you're like, and he just pokes you, busting you, and just humiliate you, and I command my whole cloaks to stand around you, and ejaculate bust nuts all over your frozen body, while we force you to lay there and freeze in the snow. Bitch ass nigga, suck my dick. Thank you for that 14 measly dollars too.
You can disagree with this next sentiment or call me crazy, but I genuinely think that LowTierGod uses the concept of banning to instill fear into the Twitch Covenant cult. Here's why. When LTG bans someone from his stream, it's the most entertaining moment outside of his anger at fighting games. After all, he's renowned for how over the top and sudden his bans are. But think about it for a quick second. Who the fuck cares about getting banned from a Twitch chat other than LTG and his fans? The Covenant mostly knows it's a joke, but sometimes Dale and them will genuinely try to parade that shit over the trolls as if it's a Hail Mary meant to solve their problems and utterly crush their enemy. Some of them will even insult you saying, "You're just mad because you were banned from his chat, haha." But as someone who's been banned from many communities before, a Twitch ban of all things should not mean anything. There are thousands of streamers you can go to. So, is it that much of a joke? The answer is yes, until it happens to them. And I don't mean that in a, "oh, that sucks, time to find another streamer" sort of way. A Covenant member would be absolutely devastated if they were banned with no means of return. And let me explain why. Some bans can result in you getting banned from his Discord as well. That feeling of being isolated from your friends in the cult. But most importantly, your idol, leader, father figure, or whoever LTG may be to them. They let LTG down. More than likely, they will feel worthless and lost with nowhere to go, maybe even betrayed. But there is a catch. Covenant members can pay LTG to rejoin his community, which, if you didn't know, is against the Twitch terms of service. So thanks a lot for letting that slide, admins. And believe it or not, a decent sum of people who have been banned from LowTierGod's stream and/or Discord eventually came back, not as a troll, but as one of Dale's paypigs. He has formulated this cult to be strong enough to farm certain people for money if he wanted to. You beat him in a game because you couldn't sandbag hard enough. You get banned, you pay to rejoin. For some of these people, it's a ceaseless cycle, and it's sad. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that idea.
That's treason. Ban him. Don't you ever in your live stream snipe me, you fucking fat fuck. It's gonna take 50 candies to come back on this platform.
If you're a troll, or simply someone who has been following LowTierGod, you can see right through him with very minimal effort. But regardless of if you know or not, I still want to hammer in the fact that LTG is not a character. Delawan Sparrow, LTG, or Dale Emmanuel Wilson, is a deadbeat grooming piece of garbage human being. He's a narcissistic sociopath and compulsive liar who actively damages the developing minds of children in his audience, alongside brewing an environment of embarrassment, misinformation, and hatred. Just like the stereotypical cult leader, huh? But unlike them, his power is entirely online up until an unfortunate party gets their personal information discovered by him or his covenant. He isn't anything meaningful in the real world. Just see videos of him at the Streamer Awards. He looks awkward as hell. His stream persona is not the character, it's his true self manifesting into light thanks to the constant glaze of the cult boosting his ego. Offline, he loses every ounce of confidence. That's why the Covenant reigns supreme on Twitch, because whatever connection Dale has that's giving him ban immunity is only going to make them more ruthless the more he gets called out. Because with this immunity, he'll do anything in his power to seize the control he lacks in real life and attempt to continue silencing anyone who goes against him. He'll do anything in his power to paint the narrative that he's some rich and successful young messiah who has grown from his past mistakes, but really, he hasn't done any of that. You turned 40 in a month and 9 days, Dale. Your legacy, besides running a Twitch cult full of brain-rotted kids and creeps, is nothing but a fluke. You and your fans have brought nothing but harm to this world. You've doxed multiple people, lied to streamers to protect your cred, nearly manipulated the world into believing that you are somebody you're not, and false flagged dozens of people despite the fact you're supposed to be banned from YouTube, so you shouldn't even be able to do that in the first place. But this site is flawed as all hell. Video re-upload on Rumble in case this one is taken down. Link in the description.
Damn, commit the sue, bruh. God damn.
You guys heard that shit? He literally, look, man. He literally told somebody to commit suicide on Twitch. He literally told a person to commit suicide on Twitch, bro. How the fuck does this dude got a fucking Twitch saying that type of shit, man? He told somebody to commit suicide. And the motherfucker still got his Twitch? What the fuck?
There isn't much else I have to say in my concluding statements. I'll have another LowTierGod video of this style coming out soon, but I may upload simple VOD clips between the gaps. Send this video to Twitch directly or to any Twitch admin you may know, because the fact that LowTierGod is still allowed to exist on the platform is ridiculous. I don't know who it is that's trying their hardest to not let LTG get banned, but if you see this video, know you are endangering the platform you work for by letting him roam free. There are some rumors, but I'm not gonna say them, at least not in this video. My finishing words are towards the Covenant themselves. Do you really want to die on this hill? You're surrendering your time and dignity to a man who doesn't even know who you are. Granted, it is a yin and yang type of situation, since the same can be said about the trolls. But at least we don't look up to false idols. LowTierGod is a terrible influence, and if you don't understand that today, you will get it eventually. The only power he has against you is the power you let him have. Do better, unless your name is Black Haze, in which case, turn yourself in, you fucking pedophile. That goes for any other predator in the Covenant ranks.